of players leaving school early, especially his players. On Saturday, Saban didn't mention names, but called out former Alabama and current Jaguar safety Ronnie Harrison. Harrison was picked in the 3rd round of last year's draft after his junior year. Let's take a listen to exactly what Saban said.
Now we have guys that have no draft grades, 7th round grades, free agent grades, 5th round grades that are going out for the draft. And, you know, the person that loses in that is the player. You know, you got your 3rd round draft pick, and we had one here last year. I'm not mentioning any names. Goes and starts for his team, so he's making 3rd round money, which is not that great. Be the first guy taking his position this year probably, and make $15, $18 million more. When people make emotional decisions, they're going to have to suffer some really difficult consequences for themselves in the future.
Okay, so Harrison responded with this tweet saying coaches get so butthurt nowadays about a kid making a decision to live out his dreams and go pro. Makes me think, do you really care about the success of the kid or how well your program performs? Hashtag keep my name out your mouth. Shannon, are you surprised Saban called out one of his former players?
I'm shocked and I'm very disappointed. Coach Saban says when they make decisions like this, they got free agent grades, 7th round grades. The players lose. No, they don't, Coach Saban. Your program loses. And that's what this is about. Skip, who do you think made more money? A 3rd round pick, Harrison, or a college player last year? That's what Coach Saban's upset that these guys are leaving and they're hurting his ability to win national championships. Because if you look at all the guys that have gone pro that weren't seniors that could have come back for a year or two, Coach Saban like, yeah, I got 6. But I'm sitting on 7, 8, maybe even 9 now. Coach Saban, this looks real bad. This looks real bad. Once a guy makes that decision, you know, because you hear a lot of players, Skip, say, well, I'm going to sit down with my family and the coaches. Okay, you sit down. Coach Saban, what you think? Well, son, you're a heck of a ball player. You did a great job for us. I put some feelers out there that say you're probably a 4th or 5th round pick. That's it. He asked you. He can make a decision to come back or he can leave. But for you to get upset that this guy's living out his dream to go play in the NFL, you see, Coach Saban, you got $9 million guaranteed.
Yeah.
I tell you another guy, Skip, and you will know him. He said, you know what, I want to come back and probably improve my draft stock. Marcus Lattimore, University of South Carolina running back. He came back to improve his stock. How'd that work out for him, Skip? I'm taking the money. If my job is to get to the NFL, I'm trying to get there as fast as I possibly can. That's why most people, if you have the money, you fly direct, nonstop. And if you don't, you fly connect here, connect there, connect there. Coach Saban, don't do this. This is bad look, Skip Bayless, because you go into a kid's house and you say, son, I care what's best for you. They're looking at you like, no, you don't. We heard what you said about Harrison. Because he's like, we ain't going to call no name. Well, Alabama had one player go in the 3rd round last year. Guess who it was, Jenny? It happened to be this young man that went to the Jags.
Yeah.
It's a bad look.
I thought you called him Saint Nick.
No, I ain't call him Saint Nick this time.
Really?
Nope.
Honest
really?
about this
Nope.
Wow,
Nope.
That's extreme objectivity from Shannon Sharp.
I always give it to you.
Coach he
Skip, you know
loves
I
the
give it to you
most.
straight.
Well, I'm going to give it to you straight. I've never been a fan of this man, and now I'm less of a fan because this was not just a bad look. This was his worst look ever, given what he tries to pull off. This could be the beginning of the end of this dynasty because he just sent the wrong message to those kids he's recruiting.
Yeah.
This was Pipeline U, man.
Yes.
This was the fastest track to get you to the National Football League.
It's a factory.
Right? It is a factory. And the audacity of Nick Saban, I mean, you want to talk about spoiled? He still gets them for 3 years. In college basketball, you get them for 1. 3 years, and you're whining about 3?
Imagine if Coach K could have R.J. Barrett and Zion.
If they're forced to go.
And guess what, Skip? He'd still have Bagley, too.
Yeah, you would have. We could just keep going. We could just keep doing everybody, right? So he calls out this kid, not by name, but by kid. He just called him out because it's just like blatant. Oh, you're talking about Ronnie Harrison?
Yes.
Oh, really? So he has the audacity also to suggest if Ronnie Harrison had come back for his senior year, he would now be at the top of the list of safeties. Really? So I'm looking at all the mocks, and all the mocks have Jonathan Abram, Mississippi State, going at, he's a safety, at the bottom of the first round, somewhere in the bottom of the first round. So are you telling me that that Ronnie Harrison would be above him in the draft because Jonathan Abram ran 4.45 at the combine. Ronnie Harrison ran 4.65. So just on that alone, at a defensive back position, I promise you, Ronnie Harrison would not go above Jonathan Abram.
And who's to say, Skip, these guys come, and a lot of these guys come because they know the guy that's playing their position is going to lead.
Yeah.
Who's to say that Ronnie Harrison is starting with that factor? Okay, Deontay Thompson, he was first-team All-American. Who's to say that he's even starting, and then what? Because, Skip, this is what we know. Teams, what they do is they look at like, hold on. If you're as good as you say you are, why you still going back to college? People look, that's a knock to evaluators if you spend more than the allotted time in school.
Completely agree. So you're going to go back for no money and risk a Marcus Lattimore situation? What if he tears up, God forbid, knock on wood, what if he tears up his knee?
And everybody knows.
He has no value.
And everybody knows, Skip.
Come on.
Coach Saban grinds them.
Wow.
Oh, you work there. It's a factory. Oh, you work the hours. You get it in. But you understand, Coach Saban, you understand that. You could get Eddie Lacy and a Trent Richardson and a this one and a that one because they say, you know what, it's my turn. Mark Ingram, he leaving, I'm coming. He leaving, I'm coming. He leaving, I'm coming. They don't want to stay coach. Their goal, because they feel like Skip said, is fast track. We go to Alabama or we go to one of these big schools. That's the quickest way for us to get to our final destination. It's not to stay there. I'm not going to lay over all that time. I'm trying to get to my destination, which is the NFL. Coach Saban, this is a horrible look.
It's just horrible.
How many coaches leave Coach Saban? Were they ready to leave, Skip? All them coaches, were they ready to leave? Because we know he had 5 leave this year, maybe 2 the previous year, 2 before that. Coaches get to leave and get to go and come. Only the kids get penalized because remember, they can sign a contract and a better offer come along, they gone. But now they got this, this grad transfer rule that's a little better. But Skip, this is ridiculous. Coach Saban, come on, you don't want all these championships on the backs of these dudes. You making $9 million, and a dude he trying to make $400,000.
Think about this. Ronnie Harrison hashtagged "Keep my name out your mouth." That is powerful, man. That's one of his own who just said no. No. I think he just lost his sideline pass to the next Auburn game,
Well, don't worry about it. He said, I'm making $400,000. Gonna go up this year. What kid in college made $400,000?
Wow.
You can say, he could have made $18 million. Give me the $400,000 right now. I ain't promised tomorrow.
And what's the final irony of this? We're always told that Coach Saban hands-on coaches the secondary, right? And what have we seen routinely come out of a secondary? Overrated draft picks, right? So we've seen some that were great, and we've seen a whole bunch of them who busted the National Football League, and that's the position that Coach Saban hands-on coaches. So, again, I'm happy for Ronnie Harrison. He got drafted. There's nothing wrong with the 3rd round. You were a 7th rounder.
I was 7th round. Skip, you know what this is about. What happened in the national championship game?
They got torched.
Trevor Lawrence threw for like 7,600,000 miles.
How many times has that happened to St. Nick or Ain't Nick's defense?
So he's upset about well, if Ronnie had stayed, and Minka Fitzpatrick should have stayed. And all the other guys should have stayed. Come on, Coach.
Come on, Coach.
You make $9 million, let it go.
And they had 7 players declare early for the draft. So the most in school history.
I'm Skip. Why am I gonna stay there and work and fatten Coach Saban's pockets when I can go get me a job and fatten my own pockets?
So, the new center of the college football universe is now Norman, Oklahoma.
You know what, Skip? See?
Because all of a sudden, an ex-Alabama quarterback who got run out of town by St. Nick, or Ain't Nick, as I call him, he is now a Heisman candidate.
I know.
Lincoln Riley.
Skip,
Jalen Hurts.
I know a guy.
Right?
How did that work out for Jalen Hurts? He stayed. What'd he get him? The bench.
It got him Lincoln Riley.
It got him the bench. He got an opportunity to sit on the bench. That's what it got him. He stayed, Skip.
Would you rather play for Nick Saban or Lincoln Riley? I think I
Well, how many national championships Lincoln Riley got?
Well, he'll have a couple.
Hey, no, he won't have a couple of nothing. He got a couple. His resume looked good. He had back-to-back Heisman Trophy winners.
How about triples?
Would you rather play for Saban over Lincoln, even after everything, after this, after seeing where Lincoln's taking the program?
You want to play in that Lincoln offense. You want the football.
The offense.
You don't want to be one-play shit.
Coach Saban might be a little bit too tough for me.
That's what I was thinking. I don't know if you'd handle all that.
I ain't with all that yelling.
Like
you know what I'm saying? I ain't all that yelling.
He would be all over you in some practice, and you'd say, you know what? I'm out of here.
See, I think it's
As
That
you
happened to me
say-
one time.
As you say, deuces.
Yeah, that happened to me one time, Skip.
Yeah.
My junior year.
Out.
New offensive
Out.
coordinator. He's trying to establish himself.
Okay.
I ran the route. He said, run it again. I was like, well, coach, what did I do wrong? He said, I told you to run the route.
Huh?
You know what I'm saying? I got it. Ran the route again. He said, run it again.
Uh-oh.
I say,
That's trouble.
he said, run the mofo route again.
Uh-oh.
I said, I started walking. Coach Davis, who was the head coach, said, where you going? I said, he cursed. I'm out of here. You know what he said? He told the offensive coordinator, he said, I told you to leave that one alone. I'm the only one that coached him.
Whatever happened to that guy?
He stayed, but he came. Coach Davis came and asked me to apologize. I apologized to him.
Really?
But I ain't had no more
Oh,
problem with
you
him.
did apologize.
But you know what's getting the save face. You know what I'm saying? I didn't, I put Coach Davis in a very uncomfortable situation.
Okay.
We had a great relationship, and I didn't want people to, think I was getting special privilege.
Yep.
So, I did it. I apologized.
Savannah State, fast track to the NFL.
Now they growing them down
right
there.
way to do it.
That's the right way to do it.
Right
you can't
approach.
talk to me any kind of way, Skip. I'm sorry.
I know that.
Picturing you in your college days is just a whole different.
Oh, yeah, I was so nice. I was dressing, had my briefcase, going to class. Skip had me a suit on. Yes, I sure
Somehow,
did.
I don't think that was what you
Open up my briefcase, put it on my desk.
Front row?
We need more men like
Every
Mr.
day?
Sharp.
Just note
what they're
taking?
That's what they was saying. They know Mr. Sharp going. He's going to be.
Wear that jacket?
No.
Yeah,
It was
probably
probably, I probably looked like Jethro Bodine when I was in college. But
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? But it was a nice jacket, and the teacher said, well, you guys, you need to dress like Mr. Sharp.
Yeah.
Mr. Sharp had it going on.
Still trying to be the
Sitting in the
trendsetter.
front of the class, and the lady's like, oh, he's so smart.
Wow.
We're going to go back to the game that happened over the weekend. Well, one of the games. Did the refs cost Auburn the win on Saturday? Eddie House answers that question next.
Yep.
And Doug.
What do all these people have in common, Limo?